Hello, hello. Hey everybody, I am Christy with Create with Christy, and I'm here to teach hand lettering. Once y'all pop on, could you say hi so I can see if you can hear me and see me and all the things. I'm so excited to be here. Hey guys, can y'all please, oh yay, hi Melody. Good to have you, Mel. I first thought it said, it's me, with an exclamation point. I'm like, yes. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, as you're popping on, I want to make sure that you know I have this set of free scripture cards on my website. You know what's really cool about these is you can print them out as many times as you want, and then you can write on the back and pop it in the mail. That's what I've been trying to do to brighten someone's day, especially right now when I can't hug my grandma. I can send her a little note. Sometimes you don't know what all to say, you know? And so you just put, I'm thinking of you, miss you, hope you're doing okay. And then this says all the things that you need to say, right? Hi, Pip. How are you? Thanks for watching, guys. So anyway, this is where you can get these. Here's my suggestion. Take a screenshot because I don't want you to leave now. I want you to go back, okay? I don't want you to miss all the things. So take a screenshot right now. I would smile if I was in the picture. Actually, I'm smiling right now. Take it right now. Wait. Here I am. I'm smiling. Ready for my screenshot. Okay, well, I wanted to introduce myself too. I'm Christy with Create with Christy. I teach hand lettering and I absolutely love what I'm doing. I'm passionate about it, and God has called me to share my creativity and connect women. So it's so fun that I get to be on this page with you. This is my family 5 years ago. They don't look like that. I don't think I look quite as young. But you'll never know unless you follow me on my page, and then you'll get to see the real me. Anyway, y'all, can you say hi as you pop on? I would love to know who's here to join us. And I want to show you some of the basic tools for hand lettering that I recommend, okay? So here are the basic lettering tools. But before I start here, let me back up. If you've never lettered before, I want to show you, you don't have to spend a lot of money lettering, okay? So grab it like some typing paper. Does anybody call it that anymore? Hi, Guyleen. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Ann and Lisa. Okay. Grab a notebook. It doesn't matter. Computer paper, whatever. And a marker. That's all you need, y'all. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Sorry. So I'm going to show you in the beginning just how to start with this. Some of you are like, oh no, I've got to have more of the things. I want to, get started in lettering. So, let me give me some more stuff that I need. So my second suggestion would be, if you're not as budget conscious right now, would be to get tracing paper. Okay, this is just paper that you trace with. I'll show you in just a second. Some kind of book or something to trace from. This is actually my hand lettering book, which the Lord somehow made this happen because it was never on my list of things to do. But anyway, it's something that you can go in and trace. So you start to develop that muscle memory so you can do it on your own. Okay, so there's 3 things I recommend. Tracing paper, some kind of tracing book, or you can print stuff out on Pinterest, whatever. And then my favorite pen. If I could pick one pen for the rest of my life, it would be this one. And I'll write the name of it in a little bit. But it's called Pentel Touch. And it is a flexible brush pen. And it is amazing. Thanks, guys, for watching. Okay, give me some hearts if you're excited to learn about hand lettering. I want to see who's excited. And then I also want you to comment. Type in never if you've never ever tried this. Beginner if you've maybe you've taken a class or you've tried it. Some of the basic things. Yay! I see some hearts. And then if you are advanced or if you've been doing it for a while, you could put seasoned maybe. But I want to know where you are in your hand lettering journey. Hi, Susan. Hi, Bonnie. Lisa's a beginner. Awesome. Okay, so she's done a little bit. Pentel Touch Pen is the best. Bev's never tried it. Bev, you're my favorite. I can't wait. You're going to love this. I'm going to give you so many tips today to get started. Okay, we've got a good group on here this morning. If you're just joining, make sure you go back and watch the beginning of the video because I show you where to get my free scripture cards. That's my gift to you for letting me come on and teach y'all some things. A little bit more than a beginner. Never ever, Marina. Oh, Marina, we got you today. I hope you have a marker and some paper. Erin also. Tamara's done a little bit. Good, guys. That's fun. The ones that said beginner, y'all may be the ones that know what foligraphy is because that's my favorite and it's easy. Okay, so I'm starting on tracing paper. I want to show you the basic strokes. So if you have some kind of lettering book, they're going to show you the basic strokes. Today we're just going to go over these two, upstroke and downstroke, okay? And then, yeah, Crayola inspired. That's a good one to start with. And then you can go into letters. But today we're doing the basics. We're just going to do the upstroke and the downstroke. So I'll just start just by showing you this here. How you use tracing paper. Some people might not know. I know you're saying, hello, I know how to use tracing paper. Some people don't. They've never used it before. So I'm just going to use a Crayola marker to show you that it can be done. And you can still have fun when you're not spending a lot of money, right? Okay, anytime you go up, that's called an upstroke. And you want to make it thin. And anytime you go down, that's a downstroke. You want to make it thick. All right, so there you have it. And you haven't messed up your book. Okay. Because some of you don't ever want to have anything in your book, right? Let me show you another trick. This is called an erasable pen. It's called Friction, and this is magic. How many of you in here are crafters? If you're a crafter, write crafter. Tell me if you're a crafter. And if you have a heat gun, write heat gun. I want to know who my heat gun people are. So this pen, and I'll write down the name of it in a minute, called Friction, F-R-I-X-I-O-N. Watch what happens. I'm going to go up. Actually, it doesn't work with the downstrokes. Let me get to a page where, let's see. Let's just do some bounce lettering, okay? So I'm going to trace this so I can work on my muscle memory, and I would go slower if I wasn't focusing on getting everything I can to you in 30 minutes. And then I'll practice here, and I'll do my own, and I don't want my book to be messed up. So then I'm going to take my heat gun, which I actually could erase if I wanted to, but watch this. I see some crafters. Multiple heat guns. Okay, you're good to go then. Watch this magic, y'all. Do you see it? Look at that, it disappeared. Disappeared completely. So there's a couple ideas. If you want to practice lettering, you can use tracing paper or an erasable pen. Did I blow anyone's mind? If I blew your mind, give me an emoji. Give me a blow your mind emoji, or give me some kind of emoji showing me that the book. Okay, if somebody asked about the book, if you'll take a screenshot of this so you can go back. I don't want you to leave right now. Take a screenshot of this and you can go back and get it. And while you're there, get your free set of scripture cards, okay? And this is for those of you that join later. So if you'll go ahead and take a screenshot, come back to this, you could get your free stuff, and then if you want to buy the book, it's there too. Yay, I got a mind blown. Kelly's mind is blown. I know, Kelly, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, my life will never be the same. I know, Linda, isn't that cool? I love it. Ooh, she got a happy face. Starry eyes. Okay, friction pens are fun for a lot of things. I want to give you a little heads up, though. I use it for sewing as well, and so if you sew, you can iron it and it'll come off. A hairdryer might work, Lisa. It's worth a try. Not sure. Okay, but here's what you need to know. Some of you are journalers. Some of you love to write in a planner. If you write in there and you use this and you leave your planner in a hot car, guess what? It's wiped out. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's get back to our upstrokes and downstrokes. So anytime you're making, anytime you're making an upstroke, you literally are going up, just like it sounds. But what you have to remember is every time you go up, you're making a thin line, okay? This is wiggly, forgive me. Yes, you could use a light box, absolutely. I love my iPad too. Okay, now, anytime you go down when you're hand lettering or brush lettering, which I'm using the Crayola marker as a fake brush pen because it has a tip and it has a wide side. So I'm using the tip to go up, and as I go down, I'm using the side so I can make a wider stroke. What makes brush lettering pretty is look at the word hand. See how the H has the thin strokes and the thick strokes. That's what makes it pretty. So that's what we're going for. We've got our upstrokes and our downstrokes. No matter how long you've been lettering, these are drills, and drills help you with your practicing. It helps you with your pressure, your control. So after you do a couple pages of these, start alternating, and your brain has to go, okay, up thin, down thick, up thin, down thick, because your brain isn't quite ready for that yet. You got to train it, okay? Now, when I say upstroke, your goal is to get it as thin as you can. I'm using a Crayola marker, so it's easier for y'all to see on camera, but it doesn't get super thin for me because I have a real heavy hand. So the way I like to tell people is when you're making an upstroke, again, you're going up, okay, up, and when you're going down, you're going thick, remember? Okay, but when you go up, I want you to think of you have a feather in your hand and you're tickling the paper with it. You're just gonna tickle the paper. You're barely gonna touch the paper. You're not gonna be rough with a feather. So think about that. Again, thin as you can make it. That's the hardest stroke for me of all because it's hard for me to lift up as I do my upstroke. So you'll have to tell me if anybody else, if y'all have troubles with the upstroke compared to the downstroke, tell me which one is harder for you in the comments. Right, upstroke is harder or downstroke is harder, if you're following along, or if you've already done this before. Okay, so all I'm doing is practicing. I want to get the feel of an up, thin stroke, a heavy downstroke. Up, thin stroke, heavy downstroke. Also, you'll notice that I'm a little bit shaky. That's very normal, you know, because we're trying to get control. So these are called warm-ups. Okay, so Lisa agrees, an upstroke is harder. These are called warm-ups. We're getting warmed up. Just like any sport you would play. Just like anything else you do, you've got to warm it up. You're going to be a better basketball player if you've warmed up before, right? Anything you want to get good at, you practice and you warm up. Now, you'll notice that my lines are inconsistent. That's not the point here. The point here is feeling, getting the feeling of what is light and what is down. Yes, I agree, Shelly. I think the upstroke takes more control. So right now, everybody has said up is more difficult for them. And I would agree. Okay, so I'm going to use the Crayola marker and show you how you can use it as a brush marker. And that would be, and y'all, so a lot of people ask me about how I hold my pen. Hold your pen like you normally hold a pen. Don't look at me, because this is how I normally hold a pen. You know, I'm sure my teachers did not like that, but that's the way it was. So I'm going to go up, then curve around, and as soon as I start going down, see, I'm going thick. And then guess what? I'm coming back up, so it's thin. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining, y'all. And if you sprinkle this, I'm sure Sojo Academy would love it, love it, love it. Thank you for posting that, Jennifer. Okay, now I'm doing a downstroke and an upstroke. Now, because this marker is super thick, it's harder to gain control of the upper stroke. See how that's just barely thinner there. So I'm going to show you some different markers for that. And then we'll go to foligraphy, which a lot of you probably do foligraphy and you may not know that's what it's called. Hi, Sherry. Yay, you found us. So exciting, so exciting. Okay, so again, Crayola marker. You don't need anything but a Crayola marker and some paper to get started. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Now, this is a Tombow brush pen. I'll write it down. It's a dual brush pen. Tombow, Tom. Sometimes I can't spell if someone's watching me. You're all like that? I was a teacher and a substitute teacher, and you just can't spell if someone's watching. All right, so this is, like I said, a dual brush. So it's got two tips. It's got this one that acts like a paintbrush, kind of, but it's felt, okay? So it's got a really wide tip there. So when I do my upstroke and my downstroke, I'm going to use the tip for my up, and I'm going to use the side for my down. Look at that. Look how thick I can get that. You did just purchase these. I hope you like them. Up and down. Now, do I have to go that thick? No, you don't. I just have a heavy hand. Challenge. Look how thick I can get that. Okay, so this is the Tombow brush pen. It's dual because it does have two tips. This tip is just like a bullet point. It's just a plain old, it's a plain old marker. And this is the brush side. Brush just means like a paintbrush. It moves like a paintbrush. Okay, so Tombos are great. I love these. Oh, let me write a word so you can see. Light up, heavy down. Just like that. Okay. Again, I'm doing it a little bit quick because I want to pack all I can in this lesson. All right, so this is my favorite one. I was telling y'all about this early. This is called the Pentel. And what? I'm going to use a different color so it's easy to see the difference. Now with the Pentel, it is smaller and more elegant to me. And I know, Lisa, Sharpies, they are great for certain things, aren't they? And then sometimes, yeah, Bev, go get those markers just secretly and just put them back before she notices, right? Okay, so Pentel is my very favorite. If I could have one pen, that's it. And when people buy my book, it's a bundle. You get this pen and you get the book. So when you buy these, because I'm afraid someone's going to go on Amazon and order them. If you do, y'all, if you don't get the flexible tip, you're going to be super disappointed. They look just alike the felt tip. But the flexible tip is what you want for brush lettering because, again, you can make that upstroke and you can make that downstroke. See the difference between this marker and that marker? This marker is super, super thick. I would use it for different projects. I used a Tombow here. And then when I, write, like, address envelopes and all, I may... Yes, we have links for everything if you're interested. I like to use these for addressing envelopes. And if you're doing like a little, let's say you wanted to hand letter like place cards if we ever get to be with people again. Just kidding. We are. Life is good and it's just getting better every day. If nothing else, we are learning how to appreciate life and the joy that we can find around us because God gives us little gifts every day that we miss. And so I have been trying to go on joy walks, y'all. Right, not felt. Felt is a no-no. You do not want that or you'll be disappointed. So I've been going on joy walks, and if you want to know what that is, it's just going for a walk and finding some joy. So the other day, I found this yellow flower, okay? It was in the middle of all these weeds, and I was like, Lord, thank you. There's my joy today. I so appreciate that little yellow weed, flower weed that I would have never seen otherwise. So y'all should go on some joy walks. And what if you can't go for a walk? You can look out your window, and you can see all the things that God has created for you. So anyway, I encourage you to find joy. You know what? That's a good, let me stop right here and show y'all. I have a private Facebook group. It's free. And it's called Hand Letter, Doodle, and DIY. And right now we're working through, we're just writing different scriptures, and I'll be talking about different kind of devotions that I've been working on. But here's an example of what we did the other day when I talked about finding joy on your joy walk. So if you want to follow me there, I will give some lettering tips in that group. But it's called Hand Letter, Doodle, and DIY. The wildflowers in Texas were at one time a weed. I know, they're so pretty. Aren't they pretty? You want to go take your pictures by it all? Okay, so now, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:18 a.m.
Oh, goodness, it's already 11:18. Okay, so let's get to faux lithography. Now, faux lithography, I don't know if this bleeds through tracing paper or not. It doesn't? What? No way. That's good to know. Okay, faux lithography is fake, right? So we're just going to fake letter. Let's pretend like you don't have any kind of brush marker or Crayola marker. All you have is a Sharpie. I'm going to show you how to achieve that look by faux lithography, okay? So we're just going to write, if you're joining me, just write the word love, but but spread it out. You want some extra room as you're practicing, okay? Now, what we're going to do is every time we have a downstroke, remember, this is our up, and this is our down, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a line just when we have our downstroke. I can't believe it either. I'm in shock right now. I learned something new today. There we go. So you're going to, sorry, it's not as nice and neat as I'd like for it to be. Just ignore the imperfections because we're imperfect people, aren't we? Okay. And here's okay, let me tell you two things that I teach in my classes. Number one, what you are watching right now and what this book is called Christie Calligraphy. Okay? What you're doing right now is called Calligraphy, Lisa Calligraphy, Jennifer Calligraphy. Okay? You get it. Now, I want you to type in the comments your name with calligraphy on it. So, Erin Calligraphy. I want you to go ahead and say it out loud and own it. Okay? It's not about perfection. You're going to develop your own style. Will you trace other people's work to gain that muscle memory? Yes. Okay, let me see. Who's claimed it? Who's owned it? Yes, ignore the imperfection. So I'm doing, every time I do this, I'm making my downstrokes. Okay, y'all, I want to see y'all letting go of that perfectionisms. Cynthia Calligraphy. Yay, Cynthia. Lisa Calligraphy. Y'all, look at y'all. Look at y'all. I see you're owning it. You're owning it. And you are. You're going to develop your own style. So, let me do a few names, okay? I'm going to show you just some, and then we'll get to doodling. Gosh, I'm running out of time. I'll do a couple doodles at the end. So I'll do a couple names. So we'll start with Kelly. Oh, wait. Kelly is with Y. Y'all, it's storming right now. Hang on, I gotta find my spray. Oreo, it's okay, baby. Hey, come here. Y'all, when it thunders, my dogs just are there. They are. Okay, hang on. Oh, I found it. Hey, do you see this? I will spray this. I have this pet corrector. It's just air, but if she keeps it up, I'll try to spray that. But, you know, she just wants to be in my lap. She's like, Mama, this isn't fair. Okay, so it was Kelly. So I'm going to write Kelly's name. And then y'all do it with me. Just because it's not your name doesn't mean you get away with not doing it. Just kidding. So I'm going to do my downstroke with this part of the K. Sometimes Ks are weird because they're pretty much all downstrokes. So you can decide on how you want to letter that. Develop your own style there. Okay, the E, there's our downstroke. Okay, downstroke is right here on the L. Right here on the L. And right here on the, oops, the Y, sorry. And on the Y. So there we have, there's our fake lettering. So how many of you know how to do this? If you already knew faux-ligraphy, type in F-A-U-X for faux, faux-ligraphy. Okay, let's do some doodles. Now, I'm just going to use my Crayola marker for doodling because it's just easier for you guys to see. This is my favorite thing to draw ever, okay? It's a banner, and it's so easy, okay? I'm going to draw it, and then I'm going to see what y'all think. Do you think you can remember how to do this if I show you how? Sorry, it's kind of messy, but do y'all think y'all can do that? Yay! So they already knew faux-ligraphy. See, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes you don't even know. All right, so can you do this banner? Absolutely. Are you ready? Okay, so y'all can do faux now. You got it. I love faux-ligraphy because you can do it anytime, anywhere. If I were making a poster or whatever, I have a Sharpie, I can do it. I just did this faux-ligraphy on here. I wrote it out, and then I made my thick downstrokes. Okay, now, you ready to make this? You got this, you got this. All right, one of my favorite things to teach. So we're gonna draw a rectangle. And I want you to notice something. Am I using lines? Nah. Am I worried about it being perfect? Nah. Is it kind of wonky? Yep. Is it okay? Absolutely. We're practicing. We're just practicing. I'm not making a card right now. I'm just practicing. I want you to get down the strokes. I just want you to think about shapes. So right now, this is a rectangle, but we're going to call it a robot body. Okay? See the body? Now he needs some arms. Give that robot some arms. Don't worry too much about how long the arms are or anything right now. And then we're going to give it some legs. Robot legs. Oops. Okay, so do you see him? Body, arms, and legs. Now, he needs some feet. His feet are super, super long. His feet are as long as his arms. Okay. Pull that out a little bit. Are you following me? If you're following me, give me some hearts or some thumbs ups. But not the crying face. Okay, Now, we're going to take the sideway, we're going to take a V, the letter V, or you could call it greater than or less than, and we're going to put it right here. Yay! I got even a happy face, a laughing face. Thank you, guys. And then I'm going to do it on both sides. Just like that. My nose keeps itching. Does that mean someone's coming over? Because really no one's supposed to come over, you know what I mean? Isn't that the same? Okay, now, it's almost done. How easy, y'all. So now you're going to take this corner to this corner, and you're going to draw the line there, and you're going to color it in. This corner to this corner, color it in. Do me a favor, y'all. Once we're done, will you post your work? I love to see what y'all do. It's so fun because I'm like, oh, I love that they were following along with me. And some of you may have kids that are enjoying doing this with you. Post their work too. I love it. In fact, if you have any kids following along and drawing, will you put their name in? I want to hand letter it. I think that would be super fun. Okay, so now you have your banner. You can practice drawing that as many times as you want. Let's draw it one more time. Sometimes it just takes 2 times to get it. Okay, we've got our robot body. We've got our arms. Got our legs. Feet, long, super long feet. Sideways V. Then we're going to make it 3-dimensional. So we're going to draw these. This is where I got stuck when I first learned how to do it. I was like, wait, where do I draw the lines? So you're going to take this corner to this corner and this corner to this corner. Welby and Libby are following. Awesome. Zach and Tyler are joining in. Awesome. This is so fun. All right, so I'm gonna write their names. All right, so we've got Welby. What a cool name. I've never heard that before. And everybody join in with us. I want to see that, I want you to practice. Look at all these loops. Y'all, I'm in love with loops. So Welby, check that out. Hope you like loops. Wonky but works. There you go. It doesn't matter. Okay, we got Libby. When I get done with this too, y'all are welcome to take a screenshot, and that might help you look back. Because sometimes watching the replay, it's harder to find stuff. So if you take a screenshot, you always can be like, oh yeah, that's what it was. Thanks for the hearts, guys. All right. Now we've got Zach and Tyler. Gosh, my nose is so itchy. Okay, Zach. You can do loops, so you don't have to. I didn't do like a fancy loop right there. Now, could you go back and make some thick downstrokes on those? Absolutely. I think that would be great. This is just a thick marker, so everything I do on here basically is thick. And then we have Tyler. Okay, did I miss any? Y'all tell me if I missed any. Students, we'll call them students. So take a screenshot if you want to come back to this. And same thing with the banner. In fact, the banner in my book, let me open my book so y'all can see this page and take a screenshot so you can remember the actual steps. That's helpful for me to have something like that. Hold up, let me get to the doodle section. Okay, I'm gonna hold this here. And that way you can remember rectangle, add the lines, add the feet. I didn't ever teach it like that before with the robot, so this isn't the robot. But anyway, take a screenshot if you'd like so you can go back and remember. Got it? Guys, I've had a blast. Thank you for having me. Again, if you don't know, I have free scripture cards on my website for you to print out, and I encourage you to print them out right on the back. Pop it in the mail for someone. Put it on someone's door. Drop off food for someone and put it there. Lots of things you can do with it. Put it on your mirror to memorize, that kind of stuff. So, y'all, this was a blast. Thank you for being such a great audience. I love it. Okay, one more screenshot if you want to go back and remember how to get these. Or the book, since some of you are asking. Here's the book. And remember, it comes with my favorite brush pen right here. All right, guys, thanks again. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you soon. Y'all come into my hand letter. Let me write that down. Hand letter. It's a free group. Doodle, and DIY. That's my free group, and I'd love for y'all to join me. The other workshop, as far as I know, oh, thank you, Sojo. As far as I know, the other workshop will be recorded. Maybe Sojo can respond to that. Thank you, Shelly, for having